got to feel in heaven when my lover's near. Lord, let this moment last for another year. Though today has ended, the night's still young, I'd say. Lover, don't go away. Let it be the thing that I am longing for. Let's fly out from Manhattan to the California shore, just to watch the ships at night on the San Francisco Bay. Oh, lover, please, please stay. Don't say you have to go. Don't say you need to run. I'll stop the clock on Central Station and we can have a drink downtown. Let it be the night that I am longing for. Let's fly down south to Austin or to Ecuador, just to drink pina colada on a hot, wet summer's day. Oh, lover, please, please stay. Yeah!
Oh,
What happened?
we went to the wrong thing.
Why did you do that?
Because I did it wrong.
Oh no.
Main camera. It's making a change to one thing.
What you changing?
Changed one thing that went wrong. There we go. We're here. We're back. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Thursday, 5 o'clock.
And therefore we are here.
It is, I'm Divine Danny D.
I am Elle Diabloe.
And this is the Stir Crazy Sankaset Asian Sensation. Episode 12.
12.
3 months.
Oh boy.
We have been in lockdown or COVID affected for 3 months, which was the inspiration for this whole thing.
It is true.
And we are now here live with everybody. We've got some people coming in. Oh, look at the place fill up. Everybody, if you're there, say hi. I'm not getting much in the chat right now, so let's...
Don't be shy.
Don't be shy at all. If you've never seen us before, if you're brand new to the show, we are both based in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. We're both burlesque performers. I am an MC and comedian.
I am a burlesque dancer, teacher, choreographer, and host.
Yes, and every week we like to bring you a little bit of our life, a little bit of food, a little bit of drink,
Sometimes a lot of drink.
Sometimes mostly a lot of drink. Sometimes a little bit of funny, a little bit of sexy.
Mm-hmm.
Always a little bit. Well, you're here, so there's always a lot of sexy.
Shucks.
And I'm here to counteract that.
Balance. Relationship, we should balance each other out.
Exactly. So she's sexy and I'm fugly.
No, you're not fugly. Stop that.
Hello there. My mom is here.
Hi.
I wouldn't be the same if my mom wasn't. Yeah, so we are here. As you can see, we're back one more week with our beautiful aprons.
Our swanky aprons.
Our swanky aprons.
You too can have a swanky apron.
Yeah, so we have, if you want to have a swanky apron, we are selling them right now.
Yeah.
Well, what we're doing is we're doing it this way. We're not really selling them.
We're incentivizing you.
At some point in the feed, you will see, let me see, you will see this pop up. I'm going to do it. I'm going to pop it up right now.
Pop it up?
I'm going to pop it up right now. I just got to remember how to do it.
Oh.
Well, that's it. That's right. Hang on.
There you go.
If I go, oops.
Things
over
are
here.
happening.
It's bear with. If I go that, oops, I hit the wrong button again. So there we go. Boom. There we are. If you see that come up, it'll come up every now and then throughout the show. This will give you access to our tipping jar on PayPal.
Yes.
It'll also give you access to our Amazon wish list. Amazon wish list. We're saying if you make a donation or you make a tip of over $25, or you buy something on our wish list that's over $25, we will not only automatically send you one of these lovely aprons, but we will also put you on our sponsors list,
Yes.
which are in our end credits roll.
Yes.
You'll see
Your
that
name will be there on the internet. You'll be internet famous.
Everybody who's done it so far is there. Check to see who's there.
And they feel really good about themselves.
They do. They feel better
amazing.
about who they are.
They do.
So,
They do.
so this week is our Asian Sensation show.
It is.
The first in a series
Yes.
coming up. We're not doing it one week after another.
No. We wanted to pepper your experience, if you will, with various flavors from all over Asia.
And to me, there's a lot of flavors there that I love. There's some of my absolute favorites. Today, we're spending a lot of time in Japan.
We're going to Japan?
I wish we could, but we can't. They won't let us fly.
No, we can fly, but it costs you a shit ton of money when you get to the other side.
I can't. I've been trying for weeks. Air Canada. No. So we are doing some Taste of Asia. I've got an amazing cocktail.
I'm very excited.
Which combines two of my absolute favorite things. Not only has it got sake in it, but it also has Rainier Cherries.
What is the difference between a Rainier Cherry and a regular cherry?
I was going to get to that in the cocktail.
Oh, well, then we can
When
pause.
I have visual, stay tuned. You'll find out. And what are you making for me?
Can
you want to bring that over?
Can we bring that over?
Oh, I'll bring that over for us.
Because this is normally the time that if you have not done any chopping or doing, you could start chopping. We're not going to get to this for a little while, but what we're making tonight
We're going to go early on the...
Oh, we're going right to the fly cam.
Right
Look
to
at
the
us.
fly cam. Look at that.
So exciting. So, what do we have here? We have some brown rice over here. We have some chives, some chopped cucumber. We have an avocado that I'm going to smoosh up. Those are shrimp. Yes, that's what that's called. There's a little mayo. We're going to put some sriracha in that later. We've got soy. We've got rice vinegar. And we've got some sesame seeds. Now, if you have white and black, that's always fun too. This is what we have. And so we're going to, basically what you want to be doing is chopping up some cucumber. There's about a cup there.
But what are we making? You haven't even said what we're making.
Sushi stackers.
Sushi stackers. What is a sushi stackers?
A sushi stacker is basically everything that you'd find in sushi.
Yeah.
But stacked as opposed to rolled. For those of us, I'm going to say those of us who don't know how to roll.
You don't like to roll. She hates it.
Yeah,
She's not very good at it.
I roll a lot.
You roll up to the club?
No, I don't roll up to the club.
I heard that in a song once.
I don't really know why that just happened. No, I roll marijuana.
We can say that. We're in Canada.
We are in Canada, and I'm an adult. So I roll lots of marijuana.
But you don't roll sushi.
But I don't roll sushi so well. So I figured, and the other difference is with this, there is no seaweed.
There is no seaweed.
You're not
a big fan of the seaweed.
I don't mind the seaweed.
I love nori.
I know you love nori, but again, I find it's easier. It's a different presentation. It's no less valid. It's just not sushi. So that's if you want to get going. If you make some rice. This is brown rice. I hate brown rice. We'll talk about that later. Healthy things, brown bread, brown rice. I don't know. For a foodie, I'm really like a white bread, white rice kind of gal. Go figure. But but I like putting spicy stuff in it, so I think that redeems me a tiny bit.
There you are.
But make some rice, chop some cucumber. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time remembering what that's called today.
Cucumber.
Or this. Cook some shrimps. These guys took, honestly, 3 minutes in some boiling water. When they're pink, take them out, stick them in some cold water to stop them from cooking, and we will get back to all of this ASAP.
So you're not cooking anything. You're literally you're doing a big assembly.
We're going to do a big assembly.
Cool.
Une grande assemblée. Un gros assemblée? Je ne sais pas trop, mais c'est ça. So, yeah.
Yeah. So
Get cracking, friends.
And not only are we're gonna talk about all that food. You're leaving now. Where are you going? All right, we'll move it in a second. Let the people see it. Not only we're gonna get all of that food and a beautiful drink, but of course, what would our show be without our amazing Stir Crazy crew? Ladies and gentlemen, we have, of course, the beautiful Galadriel Caress, our sexy woman who eats food for 1 minute. Is back with something very, very hot.
Spicy.
Very hot.
What else?
Also, a new music video from Ben Cardili.
Yay!
We love Ben Cardili. This one I love because it once again features his beautiful wife.
Well, that's always a bonus when you can do art and feature your beautiful wife.
I know.
Just saying.
Hey, I got to like we do. That's very good. That's very good. Also, once again, we will have the amazing Chef Duy-An on the show. I'm sure doing something that I will be mildly disappointed in, and you will justify.
It's my job. If you ever need a justification for most things, I'm your gal.
So if you're here, say hi. We're going to come over.
Yeah, we should come over and say hi.
Let's go check on everybody in the feed. Hello, everyone. How are you? Let's see. Who do we have? Oh, we have Australia's in the house.
We have America.
Bo Toxic is here.
You're not late. You're just on time.
That's fantastic. So everybody, we've got a few people coming in.
I think it's Ruby Rose's birthday.
Is it
that
Ruby
possible?
Rose? Is it your birthday, Ruby Rose? If it is, let us know. We will do something special for it.
I'm not sure what that is yet, but we'll figure it out.
What that is.
And she made our Caesar salad with the grilled chicken. It was yummy. Good.
Oh, excellent. Thank you very much. That's a really good recipe. I love that recipe. Everybody is.
I just saw. Hold on. Check it out. I'm wearing rainbow pants, and then I got excited, and I decided to do rainbow pride.
So you have pride eyes.
I have pride eyes.
That's lovely. You're like, you know who had the same kind of pride? Simba.
That was a completely different kind of pride.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Sorry, I was.
Oh, Ola from the West Island. Ola back.
Oh, hello. Fantastic. Yes, it is Ruby's birthday.
Happy birthday.
Melissa Hernandez,
Happy
how are you?
birthday.
How are you?
Happy birthday.
We have just checking to see what's going on over here.
We just got bigger.
We did just get bigger. I'm just making sure.
I don't think we got bigger for that.
Everybody here. If you haven't watched us before, just know that we are broadcasting on a few different places right now. We are on Facebook.
We are
on the Stir Crazy page, also on the Wiggle Room page. We are on YouTube on our Stir Crazy channel there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's at YouTube Stir Crazy Show /live. You can watch us right there. That's one of my favorites because one of the things I'll find is if you're on we're also on Twitch.
We are.
And Mixer.
And
Periscope. Twitter.
Well,
Periscope, which is Twitter. So if you're on all those, if you're on YouTube, Mixer, or Twitch, you will see all of the chat from all of those feeds happening at once. If you're on Facebook, you're going to probably only see your chat of the people who you're there. So if you want to see what everybody is saying, I would say check out the YouTube feed. Again, it's youtube.com/stircrazyshow/live. And you can jump right in, right where we are right now.
And once you're there, you can feel free to hit the subscribe button so you get all the stuff.
Yes, subscribe. That really helps us out a lot.
It builds the community.
YouTube also thinks we're important when people subscribe.
It's true.
And we're trying to convince them that we're important. Let's head
Plus,
back
what
to
else
the
do
main
we
camera.
have, really?
Yeah. Also, one of the other things that's handy about all of that is I've been playing around with some stuff. We are now broadcasting in pure HD in 1080p HD across YouTube, Twitch, and Mixer.
Letters and numbers, hooray!
Yes, unfortunately, Facebook and Twitter don't let me go there, but we should be broadcasting on all of those for everybody. So that's really cool. We've got the new audio up, so hopefully I'm going to go on a limb.
Don't say a word. Don't.
No audio problems. This episode.
Your wife is so superstitious.
None.
Why do you do this? Why?
Well, theoretically, last week we didn't have any except for the mistake I made.
Well, that was still an audio.
Yeah, but all the audio problems before that were stuff that I couldn't control.
Oh, that one you could control?
That one I could have controlled, but I was too dumb not to.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So we are here. We are setting on that. We got that. Oh, I'm just checking what we're scheduling here.
Yes.
I want to know what we're doing.
Oh, okay.
I forgot completely.
Did you?
I totally forgot.
It's good that someone knows what's going on here.
Yes.
It's scary that it's me.
Very rarely that person.
It's very scary. I'm the person who knows what's going on.
Yes. Lynn Schlala just showed up. Hello, Kelly Cahill. It's really picking up in here. Ladies and gentlemen, yes. We're going to start early because
we have things.
Chef Duy-An got a hold of me and said he heard we were doing the Asian Sensation show and that he wanted to do his segment a little earlier.
Okay.
So I said, sure.
I mean, we're doing assembly, so it's
we're
really
doing
not
assembly.
a
So
big...
this is easy. We can come
We
back.
can even move it.
Let's move that right now.
Let's
So
just
let's
use your man muscles.
I will use my man muscles. Look at
I
me.
haven't been
This
going
is-
to the gym. Ooh.
Yes.
I very rarely lean into that, but when I do, you know.
Yes. So he said we should go to him. So let's prep it up here. You
let's
take
do
one of those.
The Chef Duy-An.
I will take the other one so we can get ready. So ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know Chef Duy-An, he is our award-winning Michelin tire purchasing chef.
Yes.
He has been renowned the world over for some of the most amazing culinary dishes.
We feel very fortunate to have him.
Every time he comes on our show, he tragically disappoints me.
Your bar is just that way too.
My bar is mediocre at best.
Then your
Except
kindness
for women.
bar. Nice thing.
Then I got a high bar.
Nice.
And in your case, super high. There you are. So we are going to go to Chef
Duy-An now?
Duy-An.
Perfect.
So ladies and gentlemen,
And everybody in between.
from parts unknown, the amazing, the wonderful Chef Duy-An. Hello, Chef Duy-An. Are you there?
Yeah, Chef Duy-An.
Can you hear us?
Hey,
Hey.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yes,
we can hear you.
And we love. Oh, you look very
Nice apron.
dapper in your apron. Yes, very nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Excellent. So, what do you have for us today? Yeah, check. What do you hear us? What do you
It's a
have for
special
us?
day, Asian day. So today, for our main course, our main ingredient will be
Jello.
Jello.
pork shoulder.
Pork
I'm
shoulder?
sorry. What? What is happening? You have pork shoulder? It's not
I
Jello.
am not
Is it Jello made from
from
pork shoulder?
I'm making pork shoulder. This is awkward.
You're making Jello from
Okay.
pork
No,
shoulder.
no,
Oh,
we
yes.
just...
Today we're doing caramel
Yeah, here's-
pork shoulder. And I'm going to show you how to do this. There's going to be some hard-boiled egg in there, and it's going to be a sweet, tasty Vietnamese treat.
Vietnamese
Well,
treats. I'm
But
down.
we're not just Japan. We're also Vietnamese.
Okay.
There's-
I have a hard time hearing you, Dan, but
Of course. As soon as I said
we're
there'd
on
be
the
no
clock.
audio problems.
All right,
So the
let's...
first thing we're going to need, the pork shoulder. Usually I take a pork shoulder with the bone in and a bigger piece, but like I said, we're on the clock, so I took a small fillet, pork shoulder fillet. So we're going to use that. Second thing we need is
That looks
a big ass knife. Yes, a big ass knife.
I'm scared of
First
50
thing
out of the big
first,
ass
we're going to
knife.
cut the pork shoulder in square pieces. They don't need to be even, but just we got to cut it
Love Duy-An's precision.
with the big ass knife.
This big ass knife.
This. So you're going to
The big ass
Yeah.
knife is requisite, you know?
It is, of course. It's like sawing it like a log.
So you want to have squarish piece about that size. So it's about 3 centimeter by, I don't know, 1 or 2 centimeter. Doesn't really matter. You cut it as big as you like them
Just
And then
smaller
you
than the
put
whole
them-
piece.
in the big bowl.
You put them in the big
In
bowl?
the big bowl, the big
Oh,
bowl.
big bowl.
There's a big
I
hole.
heard a
right
big
there.
hole.
Not in a big hole. It'd be weird.
This is a very traditional Vietnamese dish. People eat it all the time in Vietnam. My grandma used to do it for me. You eat this for breakfast, dinner, supper, whatever. You eat this all day. It's very tasty. It's very sweet, and it's also very traditional.
Mm.
What are you saying, Dan?
Caramel
It's
and
called
pork.
caramel pork shoulder. Yeah.
Caramel pork shoulder. Okay.
Or en français, du porc au caramel.
Caramel pork shoulder. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Cutting a bit. You're cutting
Sorry.
a bit.
Sorry.
Or what do we
yeah.
call it in Vietnamese?
Yeah. Sorry.
I don't know. Something Vietnamese. There.
That's kind of glad. I'm glad
Once
we're
you're done
specific.
cutting all your meat in square pieces,
Yeah.
we're going to marinate them in the bowl.
That's in the bowl.
In the bowl, not in a hole.
Not in
Now-
the bowl.
One back here. So once they're in the bowl, we're going to marinate them into a bit of salt,
Uh-huh.
The precision is
a bit of
exceptional.
pepper.
A bit of pepper. I'm glad we're using
Yes,
exact
Shauna, those
measurements.
are fortune cookies. Then what we're going to need is Maggi sauce. If you don't have Maggi sauce, you can replace it with regular soy sauce. But Maggi's brand, you can find it at InFat, any Asian, and even like Metro and IGA now have it. So we're gonna put some in there.
Jello sponsor and going with the Maggi sponsor.
Yep. And gonna add a bit of sugar.
This is what I want to see, a bit of sugar.
A bit of sugar. How much is a bit of
About,
sugar?
I don't know. About 1 tablespoon.
Oh, okay.
Sugar.
So helpful, Chef Duy-An.
And then we're gonna add the fish sauce. Over here we use the 3 brand crabs. Some people prefer the squid brand and they said it's superior. I don't really care for those people. So 3 brand crab it is. And then you add
Those people
the
are
fish
garbage
sauce to the
people.
marinade.
How much fish sauce?
Some.
Once the fish sauce is in,
Okay.
start running the water because you're going to need to wash your hand very fast. And then you mix the
Mix
meat
it all up.
in the ball. You make sure it's evenly on the meat and it's marinating in. Wash your hand. And then we put it on the fridge so for about 10 minutes to 24 hours.
Oh, that's glad we're specific
And
again.
we'll come back after.
All right.
Thank you,
Well,
Chef
that's
Duy-An.
fantastic, Chef Duy-An. Is that all you had? You go?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear
Oh,
you.
we can. Okay, cool. So thank you. We'll come back to you in 10 minutes or 24 hours or whatever seems more appropriate. Is that all right?
Pretty sure 10 minutes going to be here.
Okay, good. Ladies and gentlemen, the amazing Chef Duy-An! Wow, thank you very much.
Nothing makes me happier than Chef Duy-An's put it in the fridge for like a minute or like 40 days, whatever.
Exactly.
Like,
Oh, I believe Moses had the same instructions.
I'm just going to hair.
You're going to hair? You already have hair, right?
I know I have hair, but we don't want the food and cocktails to have hair. So I always like to start with a little bit of hair because it makes me feel un peu
You
glam.
look gorgeous.
Well, thank you.
Sure. Well, if you want to do that, we're going to make a
Chef
cocktail.
Duy-An.
Chef Diane. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to start by making some cocktails. Who doesn't want to get drunk right now? So, first of all, we're going to bring over the lovely, wonderful cocktail tray. Now, I'm missing something. When you come back, if you've done your hair, can you reach into the fridge and grab me both of those bottles of sake, please?
When you say after you've done your hair, you make it sound like I'm actually doing a thing.
I thought you were actually doing.
Oh. Bad place to put the egg. Here.
We break eggs?
We broke an egg. It's
All right,
fine.
there should be another bottle there, right there on the bottom shelf.
Yep.
Yeah, grab that.
See it? I'm grabbing it.
All
Then
right.
I'm gonna just take some egg off.
Okay, you take some egg
Before.
off. I believe it's an Eggo is the brand that we are. Ladies and gentlemen, we are not sponsored by Eggo brand Eggos. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to make a lovely cocktail. I really, really like this. This, I don't know why that's there.
That's because I was.
We
having-
are going to make this cocktail is called the Cherry Sake Refresher. More specifically, when I started looking up this, when I started playing around with this recipe and I found the original thing, it was actually called the Rainier Cherry Sake Refresher. You're going to need a few different things for this. First of all, you're going to need, oddly, some Aperol. And it's going to be a little sweet, a little bitter for our flavor. We're going to also need, of course, some sake. I've got 2 sakes here, and I want to play around here for a little bit with you. We're going to try some sake. Now, we have 2 different. This is a very, very inexpensive sake that I quite like. Depending on where you're from, I know in Quebec, this is about $10 for, what is this? This is 500 mils? 720 mils, so almost a bottle of wine. It's a Junmai sake. All sakes, if you're not familiar, all sakes, of course, require a few different things. They require water. They require rice, milled rice. They require some, I want to say ginjo. I can't remember what I think. It's ginjo. It's the mold that activates the fermentation process.
No.
Also, they will have some alcohol that's put in most of the time, sort of help along that fermentation process. And you get now the more percentage of the rice that's milled, the better the sake technique.
Okay.
A Junmai sake is the lowest end. And it has to be some kind of mill. Generally, it's around 70%, but it's not specific. This is I still like this though. It's a really nice. This is the kind of thing. If you go to a place and you get hot sake, often that's what that's going to be.
And hold on, pause for 1 second. And I know you're excited about explaining this.
This one is beautiful. This bottle is beautiful. The black and gold, so gorgeous. I love that bottle.
Do you want to maybe pontificate slightly on the difference between sake hot and sake cold? Because I think anybody...
Hot sake is how a lot of people... Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to say, I think most people, if they're not in Japan and they go for sushi and they do sake for the first time, unless people...
Your man spread is big.
You have gotten, it's my BDE. A lot of people's first experience with sake is served hot.
Yeah, and
I remember the first time
is.
I had cold. I was like, wait, they did it wrong.
Yeah, often you'll get that. You'll get the little sort of sake cup. You'll get the hot sake. Hot sake is generally a junmai sake. Often, what it is, it's a lower end sake, and you can get away with some of the weaker flavors of some of the
impurities, if you will.
It's not impurities. It's just sort of the poorer flavor of it, as opposed to more advanced, something that's got a lot more deep, rich flavors. And
like making cocktails with Absolute as opposed to drinking it straight.
Yeah, but the heat boldens the flavor a little bit, so you actually it feels like a better sake, but it's a good sake would never be served hot. That's important. In fact, it probably should be served cold on cedar. Yeah,
actually, Kyo does that.
Yeah. A lot of it's a very this sake I love. This is one of my favorite. This is a black and gold by Gekeiken is the company. It's actually an American company, one of the biggest sake manufacturers in the world. It's a delicious sake because this is a junmai shu sake. And what the big difference with this is that it is has no extra alcohol added to it.
Okay.
All of the alcohol comes from the fermentation of the rice.
Gotcha.
You get a much more umami flavor with this.
Let's try it out.
So I want to give it a shot. So first of all, I'm going to give you a little taste of this.
Look at me being educated live.
And again, very clear, almost white. So you try that out.
Oh, white, it's clear.
Well, it's clear, almost like a pure white clear. When I say white, I meant clear. I'm very, very unclear about my white.
I have no idea what's going on.
Stop it. Drink the sake.
You're welcome. You guys are hot sake. Well, thank you.
You very much.
I like that.
You like that?
I do.
It's a little musty smelling, which I've been.
Can you fit your nose in that glass?
But I like that. It's a snifting glass.
I know.
So you
but it's like the perfect size.
But that's what it's meant to be, a perfect size for your
hose.
For your nose.
I got a wee hose.
For your wee hose?
My wee hose.
All right. So this is the black and gold. This one I think you're going to taste. There's quite a sweet note in that one, I find. Now this, a little bit different. Yeah.
I'm doing a color comparison because they both look
They're
like
very similar.
The same clear to me, but maybe I'm.
Now try that.
Gabby's excited about the black and gold.
It's got a little bit of an earthier tone to it. It's got much deeper flavor in it. It's nice, eh? Find this one is nice. It sits on the top notes of your palate. Where this I finds that mushroomy quality to it. You know.
You know me. I love me a shroomy quality.
I know, and that's why I thought this would be fantastic for this drink, because adding that other level to something that's already got a fair bit of subtle sweetness, it is going to be really, really nice.
We're getting very sophisticated.
Thank you very much. I try to be. So, for this, we're going to need, this is a taller glass. So we're going to
ice?
I'm going to get, you want to grab the ice? Yeah, fantastic. The other thing we're going to need for this is some seltzer or some soda water. That's what we have in here. And the final, one of my favorite, probably literally one of my absolute favorite food items in the world is the Rainier Cherry. That is a Rainier Cherry. If you can't see it, we have to fly camera. People to see these because they're so beautiful.
Momento. I have to fly.
There you go.
And now
We have.
Oh wait, look. Ooh.
Now, if you have never had these, the Rainier cherries are always yellow, sort of yellow in flesh, a little bit of red in them. Go back to the main.
I'm going. Don't you just
top corner? There you go. They're yellow fleshed, very, very thin skinned, like me. They are. I'm from Vancouver. These are mainly found in Washington.
They're very tasty.
On the Pacific Northwest. So if you're from the West Coast, you're very familiar with these. If you're from out here, I find them every now and then. Obviously, we found them. They're not as commonly found, but
They also don't stain. That's such a bonus.
They don't stain because not only is the skin yellow, but the flesh is yellow too.
Like you.
Actually, my flesh is very yellow. So we are going to make this drink, which is called, again, the Rainier Cherry Sake Refresher.
C'est beaucoup de mots for one name.
Yes. So we're going to start. I'm going to make. We're going to make a one at a time here, if you don't mind, because I just want to make sure. Now with this, we are going to take about 6 cherries.
You know,
I like to pit these cherries. I don't have a cherry pitter, so ignore my fingers as I dig these out a little bit. But since I'm making them for my lovely wife, I think she'll be fine with it.
Don't stick your finger in my cherry.
So, algorithm. I literally just put the cherry right in there. the pit right in there.
That's okay.
There we go. We're gonna get that out of there. Actually, I forgot completely. I have the right trick. We're just gonna go.
You're just gonna boop, boop.
Boop boop. I have the. There we go. We have a little metal straw.
Regarde,
Push that out.
beau.
You want 6 cherries per drink. So. If you have that, there we go. 6 cherries. So we have 4.
Sorry, Gab.
That is how many? That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And the reason why you want it seems like a lot of cherries, but this is a very subtle flavored drink, and the cherry is a very light cherry, so you don't get. It's not like you get a really like a maraschino flavor, which is quite intense. So we're going to put about 6 cherries in there. Thank you very much. Into this, we are going to start off with an ounce of our Aperol. There we go. And now we're going to go to our sake. Again, it's a really simple drink because it's really just 3 items and a little bit of muddling. So we're going to do 2 ounces of our Junmaishu sake. Right into there. Beautiful.
Indeed.
That looks really good. And now we're going to just muddle that all together. Now, normally when I said before with muddling, especially anything that's herb leaves, you don't want to crush them. Of course, here in the case of the cherries, you're going to want to give them a good crush. Get that cherry juice
The new muddle dance.
out. The new muddle downs. That cherry juice out of the cherries. Get that flavor. Again, this is a subtle flavor in here, so you want to be careful about doing that.
It's good that something in here is subtle.
Exactly. Very little of it is. So now that we have that done, we are going to put, I'm going to put some ice into the glass here.
Such pretty eyes.
I know. And then we're going to put a few into here to shake with.
I get a shaker dance tonight?
You get a shaker dance tonight.
Oh, hold on.
Your cleavage is a little...
My cleavage is all...
So once you have that, we are going to put that all in
hold
there.
on. I'll just wear it like a shelf for my boobs. 1 second.
Okay, I'm waiting.
I'm screaming into the mic. Sorry, guys. There.
Ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. You get a good 20 seconds to shake. You really want to get that incorporated. And that's good once we have that. Oh, there we are. There we go. Take that out of there. And we are going to double strain this into our tall glass of ice. Catch any of those bits of cherry.
Look at that couleur.
It's going to be a lovely blush pink.
Oh my God, it's so pretty. Like for real.
It really is pretty. Once you have that, do me a favor, grab me the mint.
Oui.
Grab me the mint, thank you. So once you have that in there, the last bit you want to do is take your seltzer, and I'm just going to move that out of the way so everybody can see.
It's been deposited.
There we are. And we're just going to just top that up with the seltzer. Give it a little bit of a fizz.
Oh, I like.
Yeah. We are going to take a little sprig of mint.
Oh, it's so pretty.
And just add that there, along with
Oi!
one cherry.
Oh, kissy
There we
bowl.
have that. That's for
Hold on,
you.
but I got the full like beauty effect here. You got to get the full beauty shot. And no, Gab, I never have had shiso leaves, but maybe Dan has. And yay, shaker dance.
You're gonna do that. While we're doing that, I'm gonna quickly just because
Yeah, hold on.
I'm
Is
dying
this-
to have one.
Is this the spoon that you use to pit the cherries?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why? Has it got a little bit of gum in there?
Why?
I'm so sorry.
I ate it.
Sorry about that.
It was more like a tease. I really wanted it, and I couldn't
Yeah.
get it to come through the straw.
So I'm just gonna do that one really quickly, just so I can have one. We are gonna take.
Well, why don't you drink this
No,
wine
I-
while you're making your own?
No,
It's
well, I'm
fine.
gonna do this.
Okay.
Why would I drink and make at the same time?
Because maybe you're thirsty.
But I'm fine. That's.
Oh, okay.
I had this planned. All right. So once again, into that,
Come by.
we are going to put in our 6 Rainier Cherries. There we are. Again, if you have these little metal straws, they are so helpful. If you don't, just a chopstick is really good for this process too. And you can get a cherry pitter, sure, but I find just all you need is a chopstick or these, and you really get what you need to get the cherry out. Boop, one down, and the final cherry for me too. I'm sorry, I'm very singy day today.
You're having a very sweet day.
Very. I was singing Lionel Richie earlier.
You what?
I was singing some Lionel Richie. So once again, we're going to do our ounce of Aperol. And again, this drink will change depending on the sake you use. You're going to get different flavors and different sensations from this. And
Sensations, yeah?
yeah, I think so. I'm going to put the 2 ounces of our sake in there, and we're going to muddle. Your little muddle dance. Give that a good
Let's smoosh it.
smoosh.
Smoosh it real good.
Yeah. And again, these are great cherries, especially if you want to serve something that is not going to stain your clothes.
Or your teeth.
Or
you know,
your
you
teeth.
get red wine teeth. That's why I stopped drinking red wine.
You really get those with cherries?
I probably would. Everything stains. I don't know.
All right, so we have that all set up. So we're just going to quickly take our shaker. I'm going to put 3 ice cubes into my glass. You have a taller glass, you might want more ice cubes. Burr, burr, burr. And fill up our, got it. Fill up our shaker. I'm going to put the 2 together. Give it a
wanna
tap.
try them.
And I'll get out of the way. Give the people what they want. Other bar shows watch a man shake. Ours watch a better kind of shake. Your shake brings all the boys to the yard.
Hopefully not.
I know. Hey, you boys, get away from that
Get
yard.
out of my yard.
Get out of that yard, you boys. All right, we have that done. There we are.
I even did it with minimal I thought I did it with minimal inconveniences.
There we go. And one more time, we're going to double strain this. There we are. I'm just gonna, give that a quick rinse. We're going to double strain this into our glass.
My friend Mash is watching. Bonsoir, ma belle. Ça va-tu bien?
I love
This
the
color is-
color.
yeah, it's very-
so. Do you like the flavor?
I love the flavor. I'm just waiting to be polite and have.
Well, I made it for you.
I bought it for you.
I made it for you so you could enjoy it.
But it gives me so much more pleasure if we can drink this.
Okay. So once again, we top that off, that last little bit up with some soda or some seltzer water.
You do want one of these, Ruby. They are very, very tasty.
And of course, to make it pretty, we're going to add a lovely mint leaf.
But you know what? It's funny because you say to make it
love
pretty,
that.
and it does make it look pretty, but it also, the subtle flavor of the,
Oh,
mint, in the cocktail
when
is...
you smell that mint as well.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to add just a lovely cherry in there. And there's the drink.
Chin.
There we have it. Kampai.
Na zdrowie.
Oops.
L'chaim. Santé. I'm just
Oh,
going to put the ice back in the
I love that
freezer.
because it's not
super boozy either.
super boozy. This is a great summer drink. It's almost like what's nice
afternoon
about this is you can actually make this like you would make, say, sangria.
Oh, dans un pichet.
Yeah, and that's
In a
a
picture
really
for our
nice,
American and Australian friends.
if you're so if you want something that you have friends over, you're going to sit on the back porch, or you want to get drunk in a field.
Sit on your friends. These are good cocktails.
This is a
sitting on your
great
friends.
cocktail for doing that, for that summer backyard drinking fest. Again, and one of the things you want to play around with is the different sakes you use for it, because it really is going to change the flavor. I love this one because, again, you get that sort of very earthy umami flavor. Mm-hmm. And when you mash with a little bit of the orange from the Aperol.
Umami.
Thank you for the joke.
I'm here all week.
A little bit of, a little bit of orange from the Aperol. And then that sort of subtle, light sweetness of the cherry.
No, c'est bon.
It's really nice.
C'est très, très bon.
So we're going to get this all out of the way. That took a little longer than I was expecting. Sorry about that.
I mean, it's okay. We did a tasting. We made a cocktail. You guys okay? Everybody okay?
Everybody's
I don't think anyone's
good.
upset about
We're
it.
getting drunk. What were you drinking?
We're drinking. We're not getting drunk just yet. This
Not
is
yet.
a very light.
It's a very light drink.
It's a
Later
very
on,
light
I
drink.
will
But
we'll
then
add
again-
the
Cocaine?
algorithm.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Anybody who knows me knows I don't need that. But,
All right.
oh, right. It's that time.
That point. Oh yeah, we had fun. Every week we make
Your childhood dreams came true.
we
Ruby.
make promos. I love our promos. I'm having so much fun making them because I'm getting to play around my childhood dreams. And this week we decided we want to do for the Asian and Sensation show. We wanted to do a movie parody or some kind of movie homage. And we had a couple of ideas. Yes, a movie lobster. But we had a couple ideas, and then we finally settled on John Woo, who I'm a giant John Woo fan. Hard Boiled is my favorite action film of all time, and we wanted to do something that was in that vein.
If you guys haven't noticed yet, I say guys, by the way, or dudes, if you dudes haven't noticed yet, Danny knows a lot more about a lot of things than I do, and that's not to sell
That's not
myself
fair.
short.
That's
That's
not
not
fair.
to
You
sell
know.
myself short. I was just going to say,
You know a lot
I know
about
a lot of things too, but a lot of those things I've learned from him. No, so I've never been a massive Asian cinema fan,
yeah.
and I watched my first kung fu movie.
Oh
during
yeah,
quarantine.
we talked during quarantine. You never watched Kung Fu, so we watched
and it was, and not for nothing.
Yeah.
It just never kind of, I mean, it popped up on my radar.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't live in a vacuum, but like, it just wasn't something that, I don't know, spoke to me or whatever.
Yeah.
More for the fighting than for anything other reason. But
especially the old Hong Kong Kung Fu films. We watched the 37th Room of the Shaolin, which is a brilliant old film. It's so much, it's totally different than we would think it would be about. And I got into them very much as a kid, but then when I was probably about 20s, I finally really got into John Woo. Hard Boiled got me into it, and then I went back and watched The Killers and a few other things. And then, of course, there's American films. Face Off is a phenomenal film. I also like Broken Arrow a lot.
I've seen both of those.
I also happen to like his Mission Impossible film. A lot of people don't like it, but I happen to like it because I just happen to like John Woo.
I just Tom Cruise. I can't with the Tom Cruise.
So we decided to make a John Woo trailer, ladies and gentlemen.
La voila.
Why is it so hard to come up with this idea? Okay, what if we did like something
Too obscure.
Yeah.
What if we went?
Too hard to shoot.
No kung fu. Oh my God, how is this so hard? Everything we've come up with is either not funny or too hard to shoot. Right. And I'm pretty sure that this last idea was just downright racist.
The idea is there. We just got to keep working, just keep plugging at it, just keep trying, just like tequila.
You want to drink tequila? I mean, at this point, I would honestly try anything.
Tequila when? Hard-boiled? John Woo's greatest action movie of all time. That's what we have to do. We have to do a tribute to John Woo. I mean, the greatest Asian sensation of all time, in my opinion. I mean, think about it. Yeah, slow motion and sunglasses and trench coats and gunfights and doves. We have to do John Woo.
Listen, at this point, I would honestly do anything. We have 2 shows this week and no promo.
It's okay. I know how to shoot this exactly.
Okay, there's just one.
What are you doing?
I don't really know who John Woo is.
Never mind.
Hi, I'm Elle Diabloe.
And I'm the Divine Danny D.
Join us this Thursday, June 18th at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Twitch, and Mixer for the latest edition of the Stir Crazy 5 à 7.
This week we explore the taste sensations of some incredible Asian cuisine.
We will be making scrumptious sushi stackers.
And to accompany, just in time for the summer, a cherry sake refresher.
So join us, cook with us, drink with us.
Or just join in all the fun and socialize, but distantly.
Check the description below for the ingredients and all your crazy details.
Or just visit YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Twitch, or Mixer on Thursday, June 18th at 5 p.m. and join in all the fun.
Woo!
Now you're just doing it to annoy me.
My apron is akimbo.
Your apron is akimbo. And there we are. And that. So it's too hard to be annoyed at you. I try though. That was so much fun doing that. I just wanted to do an entire thing with slow-mo.
Yeah, I must admit, I'm not upset at my slow-mo walk.
Your slow-mo walk is so sexy spectacular, it's ridiculous. Like, the legs look like they just go on for
I know,
days.
and I'm a wee human, so I could just live in slow-mo maybe. I mean, I smoke enough weed to permanently live in slow-mo.
You're pretty much already there, aren't you? Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, everybody, boys, girls, men, women, everybody, every human being of whatever gender you want to refer to yourself as.
Humans.
I'm very old school, and I was because on stage I've always done, ladies and gentlemen. It's just been, as I've been doing this for 30 years, and so it's just.
You're not that old.
I'm almost 30. I tend to automatically go to that. Mm-hmm. So if I feel like I haven't included you in that, please know that I do include every human being.
And we're working on it.
Yeah.
Like everybody should be.
We make
we're
mistakes.
working on it. We make mistakes. We're trying to do better.
But we'll tell you when we make them, that's for sure.
Or I'll tell you when you make them.
That's true. And then I will tell you that she told me. Ladies and boys and girls and men and every human being on the planet.
Yay! Woo!
Every week we want to get you guys involved. We have a bunch of people already here today, and we want to get you guys involved, see what you have to say. And since this is our Asian Sensation show, we always want to ask people questions, what they have to say. So we have a couple questions for you today. Our first question that we want to know what you guys have to say about. Oh, there we go. Ladies, what is your favorite Asian cuisine dish? Not specifically a
type of cuisine?
Not a type of cuisine, a specific dish. If you could eat anything of anywhere from Asia, and by Asia we're going to go all the way from the Western Asia, Middle East sort of area, all the way to Eastern Asia. Like that could be the whole thing.
Oh,
see, that's a big
problematic.
area.
I'll tell you why that's problematic for me, because Middle Eastern, technically on the map, is Asian, but cuisine-wise, ce n'est pas asiatique, ça.
No.
So, like,
do you want to?
I want to keep it.
Do you want to keep it at Eastern Asia?
I don't even want, because I lived in England, and a lot of Indian people say they're Asian because they're technically from Asia.
Well, they're true. They're right.
They are.
You made it sound like they were lying.
No, they are not lying. But it was something. It was no. By any stretch, but
liars.
But it was the first time I had ever heard people from India refer to themselves as Asian and not just from India.
You're not good at geography then.
En tout cas, in any case. So I like to keep like India and Pakistan and that cuisine kind of, and maybe it's wrong, but to me it's a different.
Okay, if you want to stick, all I'm saying is, if you want to stay to Eastern Asia,
and Southeast Asia.
It's weirdly enough, Southeast is in the East. I will allow that. So we'll say that for now. Eastern Asia, China, Japan, Korea, Thailand,
Vietnam, Cambodia,
Vietnam, all of that area. Malaysia, Singapore. Boom. What is your favorite dish?
Mine?
Yours. If you could only eat one thing, what would it be?
Well, I think given that we were in Thailand earlier this year and you saw how much tom yum I can ingest, either tom yum soup. Like I'm very much into my Thai flavors because I love Thai basil, I love fish sauce, I love spice, and I love lime. So I'd say that, or anything that's like I made the other day. I made like a Thai eggplant with basil and chilies. That's cool. I
love all of that.
And you?
For me, it's very weird because there is two. I grew up in Vancouver. I grew up around a lot of a huge Chinese community, and specifically around the time there was a very big Cantonese, like a Hong Kong community, and I really grew up loving. That's some of my favorite food. And there's two things. My favorite dish is not the dish that I can't live without. So my favorite dish is the ginger crab, where they steam the crab, they crack the crab, and then they steam it in the ginger, and I love that. But I cannot live without char siu.
Yep.
Cantonese barbecue pork. I cannot live without it. It has to be. Anytime I see it, I run to it and I buy it and I eat it.
I'm aware.
I love it so much. It is the greatest flavor of barbecue to me. There is. Of ever.
What do they have to say?
Texas, American, Korean, none of that barbecue is as good as that. To me.
To you.
To me. What do you guys have to say? What is your favorite?
To the chat cam!
To the chat cam! Hi, chat cam. What do you have to say? What do we got? Audrey said Duy-An.
That's your favorite Asian dish? I love it.
See what you did there. Nice wordplay. Shrimp spring rolls.
Cold or fried? Because I like my spring rolls both ways. Fresh and whatever, and greasy AF.
Singapore noodle. I love Singapore noodle. That's always a wonderful thing.
Cantonese
lobster is the same thing I was talking about. It's just I'm from the West Coast, and we have it with Dungeness crab. And I think Dungeness crab is better than lobster.
We can have this fight. Misty says dumplings, all dumplings. Nom nom nom.
Yes.
Yes.
Dim sum is a hard one to say. Like I could also say I can't live without dim sum.
But you said like a dish. So dim sum is like
Dim sum is a meal.
oh, lok lak rice. Yeah.
Yeah, lok lak rice, pad thai, all of these are amazing things. If there's something in there you haven't tried, all of those things
The internet will tell you
are
how to have them.
incredible. Find someone who makes them and get them into your mouth.
Now.
Keep adding your stuff in.
We want to know all about y'all.
Know what you have to say. Let's go back.
Whoop.
Yeah, no, I love all of those things.
I want to eat them all now.
I do. I've talked myself into heavily
starvation?
wanting barbecue pork right now. It's crazy.
We have other things happening.
Yes, we do. We
have like a special fun treat happening if we want it now. Do you want it now? I think they deserve it now.
That treat there.
That
treat?
snack.
That snack.
That snack.
If you guys are, you objectify people.
I only objectify
good
my
way.
friends.
You know,
If you want
that's
me,
how you
that's
know
how you're my friend.
That's how you know you're friends with Elle. She's just objectified you.
I've either made a comment about your wonderful rack or your gadunk. But yeah,
Your what?
mm-hmm.
I guess we're not friends.
Quelle horreur! Quel mensonge!
Now, every week we bring in the lovely Galadriel Caress. And we say, can you eat one piece of food for exactly a minute? And never has she let us down.
Never. Jamais.
Not once. Ladies and gentlemen, this will be no exception. One more time, a sexy woman.
Eats food.
For one minute.
Spicy. You know what that reminded me of? I don't know if Audrey Ivory's still watching, but
I bet she is.
Te souviens-tu de la trompette grecque, toi? That's what it reminds me of. Tadizi.
To people who don't speak the French.
So to people who don't speak French, Audrey Ivory, one of my favorite memories was she was nice enough to bring us all treats backstage, and she kept trying to explain to us that she had brought us crackers with tzatziki, and the word just wasn't coming out until she did the equivalent of what Danny did with, hot sauce. So maybe you had to be there, but it was funny for those of us who were. So you just should hang out with us more.
There she is. Wait!
Tzatziki, wait.
So
I wanted to talk for just 2 seconds. We're groovy people. And I was a bit concerned when we decided to do Asian sensations that people would think we were hyper ignorant and didn't understand that there are different regions in Asia. And I think what we wanted...
In all fairness, from what you said earlier, I don't know if you did.
No, but I did. So we didn't want to paint with a super broad brush, but what we wanted to do, because there's so many delicious flavors, and we didn't want to necessarily pigeonhole ourselves into doing just a Japanese episode or just a Thai episode or just a Cambodian episode. So we kind of figured we could, play with different flavors in the cocktails, in the food. You know, so I just wanted to like clarify a little bit on that front.
Yeah. We're going to do a bunch of the Asian
Yeah.
sensations. Today, most of the food happened to fit under the realm of Japanese. A lot of Japanese taste influences. Some of our episodes in this will be more specific regions. Some of it may be a whole melange of a little bit from
Or like
here,
a
a little bit from
cocktail,
there.
like a, I don't know, a dish from China and a cocktail that
I'm very excited to do
more.
it. I'm very excited, and I really want to do an Indian episode because Indian food is my favorite.
My only concern with Indian food is that in order for the flavors to meld really well, like we can't.
There's certain things we can.
accomplish it
We're
throughout.
literally having a production meeting right now.
Do you guys feel like you're getting a little insight into what happened?
I want to stop talking.
Oh, and go back to Chef Duy-An.
I don't believe that what he is not going to serve us is not going to end up being Jello.
You think he's putting a pork shoulder in
I
a
think
Jell-O?
it's going to put a pork shoulder and it's going to come out and it's going to be just Jello.
I'd be disappointed. And I'm never disappointed in Chef Duy-An. That's your job.
I know. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time. Bo's got to go fly. Bye, Bo.
Bye, Bo.
Bye, Bo. Sorry, waving to her words and not to her face.
You're going to be on soon. But just a picture of your face.
So, ladies and gentlemen, he started off a milestone. The world has upended because today, on the 12th episode of Stir Crazy Sankaset, Chef Duy-An did not make Jello.
Well, yet.
Yet.
Let's check in and see what's happening.
Let's go, ladies and gentlemen, back to Chef Duy-An. Chef Duy-An, are you there? Oh, wait. Oh, hang on.
Hey.
Oh.
Oh, no. We forgot about the ears.
Don't want the echo.
Can you hear me
There we
okay?
are. Oh, here we are. We can hear you now. How are you? Are you there? Everything good?
Yes.
Oh,
So
There
the
we
first
go.
thing I'm going to need to do before we move on is
yes.
I'm going to cut some garlic. So
Okay.
1 clove or 2 cloves of garlic.
Yeah.
So I'm just
Cut
going
that
to
up.
cut it unevenly. Doesn't really matter.
Okay.
It's just going to be, and then we're going to fry it on the pan.
Mm-hmm.
So when the garlic is cut, put it over here.
Yeah.
Now I put some egg while we're away. I put some egg to boil to be able to make some hard-boiled eggs.
Yeah.
Okay. Hard-boiled eggs.
And
Cool.
they're not there. Okay.
You lost your eggs, Chef
Okay.
Duy-An?
Oh, there they are.
Are you?
I'll be back.
Okay.
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 Where's your eggs? Where'd he go?
Oh, there they are.
Oh!
Cool.
Oh.
Oh!
All right. So Dan, do you mind peeling the eggs?
No. Feel the ladies and gentlemen.
It's Chef
Duy-An.
So we're gonna pull this here.
Here, I'm going to get out of the way and let Chef Duy-An do his Chef
Feel some eggs.
Duy-An.
How are you, Chef Duy-An?
I'm good.
I couldn't believe that we are going to see you cook non-Jello food.
This is exceptional
So I'm
today.
peeling some eggs for you here.
Yes.
I'll put them in these bowls.
So we're almost at the end. So now it's the touchy part that we need to do. First things first, we're gonna open the heat on this.
Oh, sorry. You want to turn that on?
Yep.
I'm afraid of it too, Chef Duy-An.
And menu. How high do you need it?
Medium.
Medium?
Yeah, just
There you go.
Heat it.
There you go.
Wait it. Then I'm gonna need the sugar. Elle, can you push the sugar to me?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Is that all the way in your apartment?
Yes. Okay.
You go
we
there.
go. Excellent.
One
So I'm gonna
egg.
heat up the pot, and then when it's hot enough, we're gonna put in sugar.
Sugar. And that's just regular.
Regular sugar. We're gonna put it in, and we're gonna wait till it becomes caramel. So it's gonna become brownish. As soon as it's brownish, we're gonna add some oil and then garlic.
Uh-huh. Okay. Wait as soon as you go back to his apartment every time you go back there.
Yeah.
Wait, Elle, are you in his apartment right now?
I'm magic.
It's getting hot. Bring it up. We can do it up there. Bring it up a little bit.
Perfect. And
This is a very exciting day.
I know. It's
I'm just giving you gents some space.
oh, well, thank you so much.
Plus, it smells a little bit like egg farts over there. So I'm just going to
Sorry.
sit there.
I'm gonna need actually a glass of water.
A glass of water? We can do that.
All right. All right.
Whew, you guys stink.
Thanks.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, so it's getting hot in the pan. So I'm gonna add the sugar.
You're just adding it to a dry pan, eh?
Yes, I'm adding it to a dry pan. And then the sugar will start to melt, and eventually will start to brownish.
There's no lubrification there, Chef
There's
Duy-An?
no
just
lubrification. The
dry
oil-
ingredients on meat, yeah?
The oil will actually lubricate it.
Ah, cool.
But we need it to turn brown.
All right, let me get that in there. We're coming in a fly cam, Chef Duy-An, which we've never done before.
Oh, watch your head. Watch the eyes of Chef
I'm
Duy-An.
sorry, I spun everybody around. Oh, sorry, everybody. We're confusing
Stir
you.
crazy, the Tilt-A-Whirl edition.
Yes. There we go.
Alright, so we see sugar starting to melt a bit. I think we're going to put it a bit higher. Let's go crazy.
Just like Prince would say.
Exactly. Let's get higher. There we go. So as soon as it starts to brownish, I'm not going to wait to be fully brown. Some people prefer to wait till it's really like caramel. But we already marinated the meat with sugar already, so
Okay.
it's going to be fine. So see, now it's starting to melt. Shake it, shake it.
Like a Polaroid picture.
No, that's just happened.
See, it's... Don't put your heat too high also, because
It will burn real fast.
Sugar will burn real fast.
Yeah.
Also, I recommend using some sort of plastic tool to shake the sugar, because it will stick to metal.
Yeah.
So you see now we're getting some
Oh, there we are.
colors.
Now that it's doing something, I actually took this away. Maybe I will come back with the fly cam. Now you can start to see.
Now that
Oh, look
it's
at that.
dewy something, huh?
Look at now that it's dewy something.
There you go. So you see it's starting to be golden.
We got some caramelization there.
Yeah, there's some caramelization in there.
Francois Martin is saying hello to El Diablo.
Hello, François. Tu me manques
Then you see
beaucoup.
we have the color, and then we're gonna add the garlic.
You add the garlic. I'm going to go back to here.
And then we're gonna quickly add the oil. Just a bit, not too much.
Look at me backseat driving over here.
There you
Here,
go.
you go in
And
there.
It's gonna start to smell
I'll let you take that
Vietnamese
place
in here.
now.
There you go.
Je suis là.
Gonna reduce the fire to medium.
It's a little scary, no? It gets a little bit hot, I find.
It gets hot. I get
Assez rapidement.
splashed all the time. It hurts. Then, when you got that beautiful smell in the air, you take the meat, put it in.
Here, Chef Duy-An.
Audrey loved that part.
It smells so good in here. Oh
And then you
my,
make
my.
sure you get all the caramel and the sugar on the meat, so you stir it. Stir crazy.
Oh, let's take your oil out of the
Yeah,
shot.
let's take the oil out of the shot.
Oh, que ça sent bon, Chef Duy-An.
So you mix it up. Make sure it gets all over the meat. And when you're satisfied of the meat, just let it cook for a few seconds to a minute.
Not 10 minutes to 24 hours?
Not 10 minutes to 24 hours
Okay.
on this. I don't recommend it. You can try, but there you go. So the sugar's everywhere. Meat is starting to smell really,
Oh,
really
it
good.
smells really good.
Then we're gonna add the water.
Is that enough water?
Probably not. So we're
Okay.
gonna add some
Here.
more water.
I'm going to get you Brita water.
Perfect. Doesn't have to be breaded water.
It
but
doesn't have to, but
also, some people use coconut water instead of regular water. I done it both, but I just find it simpler with regular water.
I also find
and I
in,
don't think the taste changed that much with coconut water.
I just find sometimes the tap water here, it's a little chlorine, John.
So you want your meat to be covered by the water, so we might need
Always
to
do.
add
What?
just
No
a
problem.
bit of it. And then we're going to also add the hard-boiled egg into the mix. There we go, there we go. There we go.
I feel very spoiled right now. This smells so delicious.
Yeah, wait till you taste it.
I know.
There you go. So you add a little bit more water. Doesn't have to cover fully the eggs. It doesn't really matter.
They're cooked anyway, right?
They're cooked anyway. So once it's done, you cover the shit up. And you let it sit for about 35-45 minutes. The longer it is on the fire, the the meltier the pork will be. So the longer you put it, the better it will be. For us, we're gonna put it for like 35, 40 minutes.
Yeah. Whoa, yeah, we got.
Here, I could even put a timer on so we know exactly what's happening here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Que je suis bonne, moi.
We're gonna put that. We're gonna push.
I almost forgot.
Oh,
What did you forget?
Because we put the water in.
Yeah.
Oh, but we didn't put the
more,
Maggi.
We need to put more Maggi in. There you go. Just put it. Just season as you like.
Yeah. So some.
Liberally.
Liberally. Exactly. Then you add more fish sauce.
Best
Reminder,
ingredient
3
ever.
crabs. Don't mess with the squid brand. Seriously. Don't.
I mess with squid brand.
Yeah.
Is squid a fish?
It's a seafood person.
It's
Is squid a fish?
It's a seafood person.
You're no help.
So
don't
we let it sit here, and that's it.
Yeah.
Nice.
We'll let that. Oh, cool.
I'm going to get out of the
You
way.
did that. I'm gonna push this just up here, so that it's out
Slide
of the
it back
way.
into Chef Duy-An's studio.
You can see it.
Yeah.
So, wow.
Maybe we
So
should
you're
make
here.
Chef Duy-An a cocktail.
Make Chef Duy-An a cocktail. I could do that. Do you like a cocktail? It's
I
really
love
good that I brought another glass. of
I
that.
even brought one too, just in case.
There we go. And I think I need another one, so I'm gonna bring one for me.
I mean, I wouldn't say no to one either,
Well,
but I don't
I'll tell
want
you
to.
what, I will make a bunch.
All right.
So,
In case you missed the first round of cocktails, here it is
it's
again.
made. So first, I'm gonna come in here. Let's get some stuff in
Yeah,
here.
I'll leave the two of you to it for a moment. It's
I'll just hang it a corner.
So there
oh, you
we
hang
go.
out wherever, Chef
So
Duy-An.
there we are. So again, I'm gonna take your fish sauce because I know if that's there, I will put fish sauce in this drink.
We don't want that.
Good.
So you like sake?
I love sake.
You love sake? I love sake as well.
Sake
so we're gonna
it
take
too,
that.
honey.
I'm also gonna get a little more ice because I think we're a little short on ice here. There we go. So we are gonna make another one of these. So once again,
I'm just going to keep
Yeah,
sneaking.
cut you for a second.
Yeah.
Misty Portugal. Yes, the lid is not correctly on the pan. You want to leave a bit of air to go inside the pan because else the water will start to drip outside. So
yes, you want
it's
that.
intentional.
You want some evaporation space.
You want some evaporation.
Plus, it'll be pretty sticky if it does spill over, right? Because it,
Exactly, and I'm gonna make a mess. So I don't want to.
So we're gonna try and do 3 of these at once.
oy la la.
Know if I can make that? We're gonna try. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll do that. We're gonna start off with 3 ounces because I'm making 3, so 1 ounce each of the Aperol.
Mm-hmm.
We are gonna put 6 ounces
Oh la la.
of the sake. Now, here's where I'm not going to be as picky as I was in the last one. We are going to take our cherries. Where did I move? Oh, there's my cherries here.
And you're not going
We're
to take the
gonna-
pits out,
We're
are
not
you?
going to take the pits out. We're just going to go like that.
You don't want to take the stems off?
No, we don't need to.
All right.
Because we're going to muddle that.
Don't choke on stems, folks.
Well, we're going to strain it very well.
That's also fair.
So we're just going to let that go.
I
This
think
is
Chef
what I was
Duy-An-
showing before. You don't really have to take. I like to take the pips out because I find it's just ends up working a lot better.
It's the gentlemanly thing to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think Chef Duy-An should be doing the muddling dance now.
Oh yeah, do the muddling. You have to dance. Sure. It was a truffle shuffle you just did. All right, now that we have that properly muddled, we are going to take our 3 drinks. You want to grab me another one of the
Absolutely.
straws there, Alan?
Si, senor.
And we're going to put some ice in each. I'm just going to move that away so people can see. Wow, that one ice cube got away from me. Come back here, you son of a gun. We have,
They're the special jumping ice cubes.
yes, some ice. Excuse me.
Oh, boy.
I could feel that one coming and I couldn't get away from it.
Sorry, we just call these COVID cocktails.
There we go. That's we keep all our COVID over there. There we go. And we are going to fill our tin full of some ice. because we got so much drink, I'm not going to put a whole bunch of it. We're not going to get it out. But now, put that all in there. Give it a nice shake. And we just want to get this nice and full. You not supposed to do the shaky dance? You don't do
Well,
any shaky
he's doing a nod dance instead. And he's got a very fancy hairband on. I'm impressed. I think it might have been his anonymous assistant who gave him that.
Now we got that out, we're going to take our strainer and our double strainer because we want it because we have pips, we have stems, we have a lot of flesh in there. We're going to want to get that out. If you did just the flesh, what's nice about that is you could actually, like I said, if you're doing more of a sangria style, that's to keep the flesh in there. It's really nice.
Keep your flesh in there.
We're going to go 1. Go 2.
I feel like I'm in the corner over here. Nobody puts Diabloe in the corner.
3.
I'll take the minier one.
Oh, that one just.
That's all right.
A lot of flesh.
I just drank the rest of the sake
That was sitting
tasters.
there?
Yep. So I can take the smaller
You
one.
gonna take the small one?
Oh, yes.
Sorry, I thought I did that right. I
You did
measured
it.
wrong on the last
No, you did it very right. That's the perfect size cocktail for me right now.
one. Okay.
Considering
You say so.
I do.
We're gonna do that, and then we're just gonna top these up with our soda water.
That bottle looks suspiciously like the Purate du Nord bottle. Our friends at Purate du Nord Gin.
There we are. A little bit. You want extra seltzer in
That
it?
no, that is perfectly good.
Perfect for you. All right, and
I'm going to reappear.
with that,
Ready? Here
we're
we
just
go.
gonna take
Making magic.
our mint. I like the mint in this because it really gives it a nice bouquet. It looks really pretty. That nose of mint as you come in for a sip is so nice. It's, because you remember when you're eating, half of the flavor comes from how it smells. And then we're going to take one beautiful cherry.
Audrey, I answered you in my head.
To the cocktail. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. And finally, one for Chef Duy-An, one for me, one for you. There you are.
Thank you.
There you are.
Because we don't make out, I'm going to chins you from here.
Yeah.
Oh, COVID chins.
There you go.
Come by, everyone.
Come by.
All right, you're gonna
Have a
go.
sip and tell people what you think. Isn't it?
Very refreshing.
It is a refresher. That makes a lot of sense.
Really.
You gonna go take a load off for a sec, or no? I mean, you're welcome to stay.
He's going
All
to
right, all right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chef Duy-An
He worked very hard
on the stir crazy set.
for the first time
For
ever.
the first time ever. For the first time ever, anybody on the street.
Yes,
That
this is true.
isn't us.
This is true.
Um,
And before you get upset, we're a pod, like dolphins.
Exactly.
We're like dolphins
I
together.
like dolphins. You know what dolphins get up to? It's
I
not
do.
Cool. It's not cool.
Why? They're fun.
Tell that to their victims. All right. What are we at now?
We're at
Oh,
music time, I think.
we're at music. Oh,
I think
yeah,
it's time for music.
Yeah, I think it's time for music.
I think they have been starved for musical entertainment.
We always want to bring different things here. You're going to see food, you're going to see drinks, you're going to see some weird, funny stuff.
Oh, yes.
There's smoke pouring up out of this beautiful, gorgeous smelling pan.
Next phase of Stir Crazy will be Smell-O-Vision, but
I love this how
unfortunately,
you get this little bit of smoke coming up from the bottom of the picture. It's
you
quite
think
nice.
it's actually coming from my panties?
This is quite good. I'm going to actually move it about so it's right in the camera. But for the past few weeks, we've had an amazing, talented man named Ben Cardili with some incredible music videos that
Yes.
he's produced, written the music.
Oh, this is all original stuff. I think last week or 2 weeks ago, someone was like, "Careful with copyright." He owned it. He wrote it.
All his. And he's just in the process of finishing up his latest album, his first album,
The Great Indoors.
The
Yeah.
Great Indoors. It's going to be available on the iTunes and all the places.
On the
you-
platforms.
On the platforms. And ladies and gentlemen, he is here with us.
In spirit.
In spirit.
Canned.
but in with music, and along with his beautiful wife.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Ben Cardili.
Woo!
and house rules.
Ship, so I ain't giving a lip. Cause if I'm being fully honest, oh, she scares me a bit. Says I'm a real slob, try getting a job. Cause you ain't been doing nothing like a lump on a log. See, you don't cook well, you can't fix a sink. And you've been sitting here for days and now you're starting to stink. Leave the seat down or get out of town. Hang the paper from the back or grab a suitcase and pack. For every dish done, I lower my gun. If you don't take out the trash, then you're a thing in the past. House rules. Why you such a grouch? Feet off of my couch. Oh boy, I give you a choice. Either pick up all your shit and we're through. No more Game Boy, quit making your noise. If you wanna find you something to do, these are my house rules. From the back or grab a suitcase and pack. For every dish done, I lower my gun. If you don't take out the trash, then you're a thing of the past. House rules. House rules. House rules.
Ben Cardili, everybody. House rules.
I'm in the dishwasher.
You're in the dish. You weren't in the dishwasher. You were dishwasher adjacent.
I was dishwasher adjacent, but yes, Ben Cardili. Woo!
And his lovely wife. He wrote that. He wrote a song. He does a really good joke about the fact that his wife is a lawyer, and
That sounds like a great joke.
and that he did quite well because he found himself a lawyer. So
Yes,
we are making some sushi stackers.
we're gonna make some sushi stackers.
I'm gonna let you. Let me just come in here and show you what you got.
You can come in here and show me what you got. For those of you cooking along, we have, this was about half a cup-ish of rice. As I was saying earlier this evening, I'm a real white bread kind of gal. Like I like focaccia and whatever. Like I like fancy breads, but anything that's whole wheat kind of gets me a little bit upset. So we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar to this really dry, overly healthy tasting brown rice. If you want to use,
Don't sell it too much.
well, no, but if you want to use sushi rice, no, it's much healthier.
We're just pouring it into the sink.
It's brown rice is very healthy.
You could
but
also use sushi rice.
you could use sushi rice. You could also, my little favorite trick these days is you take a cup of white rice, a cup of coconut milk, and a cup of water, and you make coconut rice. That might be really good for this too. Now, I am going to just taste this and make sure that it doesn't just taste like healthy. And I'm going to put rice in my boobs.
More for me later.
That's good. Yeah, it's perfect. Yay.
Cool.
Groovy. We're a little low volume-wise.
We're a little low volume-wise. Oh.
I can scream in your general direction. Into our cucumbers, I'm just going to get a slightly larger bowl for this. All you guys want to do is we're going to take our cucumbers. That's about a cup of diced cucumber. and about ish tablespoon or so of chives. A little bit more, if you like that chivy flavor. And we're just going to mix that up a little bit. So we have cucumber and chive. We have rice with some rice vinegar. Go figure. We're almost ready to go. We're going to take an avocado.
Oh, you're going to do all the avocadoing.
I'm going to avocado this.
I'm going to quickly go do something.
You go do what you got to do. I'm hanging.
Trying to find where I put my drink.
I'm hanging with the buddies.
You hanging with the buddies?
Hanging with the buddies.
Oh, there it is.
Hi, buddies. How's it going? How you doing? It's just
Oh.
y'all and me.
That's why we were muted, because I forgot to unmute myself
Because you
when I
didn't
came back
unmute
from the
yourself.
other thing.
That's fine. I was talking to my buddies. Leave me alone. Hi, buddies. What's going on? Tell me a secret. We're going to take this avocado. We are going to put it in this beautiful mortar and pestle that was bought for us by Sylvie Couture and Roger. Merci, les amis. I love getting my fingers dirty. I really do. Especially because they're clean. We're going to take about half an avocado. You know what? Forget it. I'm going to take the whole avocado.
Whole avocado.
Yeah. Sorry, that's not working
There
well.
we go.
There we go. Giddy up. Yes, I have green fingers. I am very okay with this.
Yes, it was a lovely. I love that. That's a beautiful.
It is stunning.
Mortar and pestle. If you want to know, if you want to be a supporter of the show, you want to become one of the show sponsors. We also have a link up in the chat right now.
Pardon me
That's
for
a
one moment.
link to our Amazon wish list. Also, a link to our PayPal tip jar.
If you want to tip us.
If you want to tip us, if you tip $25 or buy something on the you'll get one of the lovely Stir Crazy aprons sent to you.
Sent directly to your home.
Directly to
Wherever
your home.
you are.
So, yeah. So,
So we're just going to smoosh this. We're making kind of like an avocado paste-ish. We're just going to get it.
like a guacamole.
It's guac minus anything. So really just a smooshed avocado. But it's cool.
I know what that is.
I just want to get it all nice and smooth.
Smooth avocado? That was my
Yeah.
nickname in high school.
Well, I bet it was your nickname. You had so many
It was
nicknames.
very popular.
C'est ridicule, man. So, last little step before we're ready to go. Just want to make sure I'm not covering everything.
Yeah.
You're going to take your shrimps. You're going to take the shells off, and you're going to take the tails off. And we're just going to chop them in little bites. Little shrimp bites.
Little shrimp portions.
Little
I'll
shrimp-
bring everybody in there to see
Shrimplets.
See what, the shrimpy parts.
I'll make shrimplets. You know, just little bites. Not too big. Pas trop petit. Just, you know, right. You want the Goldilocks of shrimp bites here,
Substantial enough to be a bite.
but not so substantial that it takes up. You know, we're stacking these, so it might be a good time if you have a ring mold, not ringworm, but a ring mold.
That took a word turn.
It did, but you know, that's my brain. So if you have a ring mold, you want to grab that. If not, I've got over here a 1 cup metal, what's it called? Measuring cup. That's what that's called. English is my first language,
There you are.
but I'm not so good at it sometimes.
Oh, you're wonderful at it.
Oh, gracias.
You're wonderful at everything.
So yeah, so here we go. This is done pretty much. Zoop, zoop.
Just going to move that. It's right
Just
in your
move
shot.
that. That's
See
fine.
what you're doing.
All right, so we've got our shrimps, our shrimplets,
Shrimplets.
little shrimplets.
Shrimp chunk. I just got to make sure they're okay. Yes, they're delicious.
Tastes good. All right, are you ready?
The sushi stacker.
We're gonna move super fast. No, I'm just kidding. We're not. Into your 1 cup measuring cup, you want to take about a 1/4 cup of your cucumber mixture, and you want to pour that in there. Doop 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 doop. I'm making such a mess today. On s'en fout. I've had sake. So you want to cover the bottom of the cup with that. So if you could fly the fly cam in, Dan, please.
Yes, this is
This
very
is a
pretty to
good- yeah,
watch.
this
is
is-
very pretty to watch. Coming in with the fly cam.
So what you got in here is your cucumber with your chives, okay? So we've got, you'll see there that we've covered the bottom. It's all covered. There's no metal showing anymore. We're going to go into our avocado. Take a nice scoop there. And we're just going to cover the cucumber with the avocado. So this is kind of going to bind it a little bit together. It's going to hold this in place a little bit. C'est comme la colle un peu. It's gonna like, plus it's delicious AF, right? Then we're gonna go in here with some shrimp. And we're gonna do a layer. Sorry, my fingers are all avocado-y. We're gonna do a layer of shrimp like this.
Good way to be described.
Avocado-y?
Yeah, you have to pay more for that though.
So we've got that. So you guys see how we've done 3 distinct layers here. Everything is covering everything. And now I'm just gonna wash this off. Sorry, this would be a great cleavage shot if I didn't have an apron on. And now we're just gonna fill the rest of this measuring cup with rice. Okay, so you wanna kind of tamp it down a little bit. You want it nice and toit in there. Toit, toit, toit like a toiter.
I'm gonna bring you back out.
Bring me back out. There we go. That's fine. Hiya. So, bon. Before I flip this over, I'm going to let it sit for a second and let it kind of make a form. I have about 4 tablespoons of mayo, because God knows I love my mayo, in a bowl. I'm going to shoot some sriracha in there. Agu, like for those of you.
Also, it's a Chef Duy-An measurement.
Well, it's to, I said à votre goût, like to your liking. If you like your spicy mayo super spicy, just load that in there. If you're not really sure if you like your spicy mayo spicy, then put a little bit, taste it, put a little bit more. It's not more complicated than that. It's really not. I can tell by the color that this isn't quite spicy enough for me.
Yeah, you like it. You're a spicy person.
I am a spicy meatball. So there we go. We've got a nice, it actually almost looks the same color as the beverage.
It does.
It's so
It's got a blush pink.
It's got a blushy kind of color to it.
Yep.
Spicy?
Yep, it's nice and spicy.
Okay, cool. Perfect.
It's got the sriracha flavor in it.
Which sriracha? The hot sauce flavor?
Hot sauce flavor.
So now, what we're gonna do,
This is I'm gonna have the fly cam for this. So this is a fun reveal.
I think we're making people dizzy.
Well, but no, because I wait till I'm over here before I
Okay.
switch. All right, we're coming in.
Are you ready? We're gonna take this. We're gonna flip it over. I'll be mortified if it doesn't come out in one piece. It's not gonna come out in one piece. Damn it!
Oh, it is.
It's not going to. I hate being human in front of other people.
Oh no!
No!
What happened?
It did not stack. Possibly because I also.
It's stackish.
Okay. It's stack-ish. Okay, so the next one, it's like anything. If you guys make costumes or anything, I don't know about you.
Pancakes.
Like my first pasty is always like.
Move your hand.
Oh, moving my hand. So you see the general idea. By the second one or third one I do, it'll be way more
Stacked.
stacked. Okay.
That's what she said.
But so we're just gonna no, the sprinkle side.
Sprinkle
the sprinkle side. We're gonna sprinkle some sesame seeds on there. We are gonna drizzle
A little soy.
un petit peu de soy. And we have spicy mayo in the event. No, you go for it.
Oh.
Chef Duy-An deserves a better one than that.
All right, I'm gonna try that.
You try that. I feel
Do you
terrible.
all like it?
I mean, it tastes delicious, and the truth of the matter
Yeah.
is that stacked or not stacked, it's going to taste the same. I'm still a little
Really?
bit,
Did you say that?
yeah.
Algorithm.
Stacked or not stacked, it will taste the same. What I'm going to try, actually, because I like to learn as I go, is what would happen. Might not be the most environmentally friendly way to do this,
Oh.
but
Why don't you just walk off camera?
I walked off camera to get a thing. It's okay.
I can go get it for you. You can always ask me to go.
I could, but I'm a very self-sufficient human.
No, but then
I'm wondering if I take this little piece of cling film
Yeah.
or saran wrap, or depending on the age and region where you grew up.
We are.
Let me see if perhaps this
Will be a better.
will be a better option.
Well, let's see what happens. See what you get.
Let's see. Again, had I just screwed up that majorly on stage, I would have had a meltdown and maybe retired from performing. But the kitchen, can I have a spoon, please?
Yes, we can.
The kitchen's okay. Because again, it's not going to change.
It's a laboratory.
It's not going to change the flavor. You know, the presentation might not be as pretty, but then again, you can go to your cupboard and get some cling film and see if it changes anything. So, bon bain. We've got.
You could always add a little sesame oil to that too, and give it a little.
You fully could. I find sesame oil, as a general rule, is extremely overpowering.
I know, but I would say add a drop, and that way, if you run it around with your finger, it still would technically
You
be a
can run around
lubricant.
with your finger with a lubricant. Jeebus, algorithm.
I'm gonna go smoke.
No.
Double algorithm. All right, so we're trying something new, and I'm over it. I'm so over it. It happened. We'll never talk of it again. It didn't stack well, but maybe this is going to be better. So hold on. Let's check it out. Shrimp. Anybody else call it shrimp? I can't not. Shrimp. Okay, maybe the sake is starting to catch up with me a tiny little bit.
I think it sounds like it is a little bit.
There's a little bit. It's fine. We have love. And a mutual adoration of cocktails. If you're here.
This is, and either way, this is still absolutely delicious.
So let's just see if this is better this time.
I'm going to try a little bit of your mayo in it,
Yeah,
if I may.
that's what she said. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
Was.
Me neither. All right, so let's see if perhaps this one works out better.
Oh,
Just think, the bonus of being live is I'll never screw this up the same way twice.
no.
So,
So good though.
it's very tasty.
What I love is when you get that first cross section, you get the full cross section, you have all of those little parts together.
Ready? Here we
to
go.
move?
Now I'm going to flip it.
Oh,
Aha!
we have something. Let me get that. Let me get the cam in there.
Hold on, let me just unwrap it before I destroy it. So only geld comes in mieux.
Oh,
Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe yeah. Maybe.
so close.
Yeah, buddy.
There we go. Boom.
I think the other thing
Little
is too.
stacker.
Had I put more rice vinegar in the
wetter
rice,
yeah.
or earlier in the process, I think had I put the rice vinegar in when I first made the rice, it would have
moister?
it would have binded it or
Yeah.
bound it. I'd bind it.
Be a better binder.
It would be a better binder. Let me check. So
Oh, look at that.
Come
That's a
on.
beautiful. That's.
And for the summer, this is super refreshing. It's like 2 of these and that's a meal, I think. 1 of those and that's a meal.
It's excellent. It's delicious. You want to try that, Chef Duy-An?
Here, Chef Duy-An. Come
The
on in.
benefit of coming onto a cooking show, you get to eat.
Sure.
Voila. Here.
So can I mention, Elle, I'm very happy that you dislike the brown rice, and I'm not the only brown thing that's been disappointing you.
I told you.
Oh yeah.
You don't disappoint me. You disappoint Dan.
I heard rumors.
There you go.
You should check your sources.
I should.
Your spicy mayo too.
Want some
So
syrup?
This
Perfect.
is amazing.
It's so good.
it's fresh. It's light.
Fresh at its white. I heard.
Yeah, I said light, not white. Stop it. You can also do this with crab. You could probably do this if you're kosher with the faux crab.
Yeah.
I noticed,
It would be really nice with smoked salmon. Always do it like California roll style.
or I don't know if at your grocery store you have these, but we bought just to try it. I haven't tried it yet. The tube of sushi grade, either tuna or salmon.
We have one,
We
yeah.
have one. You could do the same exact thing.
Yeah.
So I'm going to hold off. I'm just going to put the shrimp in here for now.
With the smoke coming up from Chef Duy-An, I think it does look like somewhere below our shot, somebody's pants is on fire.
Well, I think below my shot.
Somebody's
now.
lying below us. You know what I mean? That's excellent. So good.
I'm going to save this for later because we've got some on the go already. So
All
I'm
right.
going to put this away.
Perfect.
Was that easy enough, guys?
Yes.
I wasn't asking you.
Oh, I thought you were. We are at, where are we sitting at? We're at 10 more minutes.
Oy.
How's it going there, Chef Duy-An? We are now, Wow, we haven't asked the second question. You want to
All
ask
right,
the second question?
go
We have
for it.
another question for everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't get just one question.
You're pushy.
Yeah.
Pushy AF.
Since we're doing a lot of Japanese into this episode with the sushi stackers and with the sake cocktails, I love. I'm a big anime fan.
Mm-hmm.
I love a lot of that. I like a lot of that. Sounded so generic.
I like a lot of that. You know.
I am a big fan of that, and I
keep talking.
I don't think I'm probably the only one. So I thought this may be a great time because a lot of times the questions we talk about, like, what kind of entertainment do you like to go along with these things? I'm a big fan of the Studio Ghibli movies, Howl's Moving Castle, and Spirited Away, of course, which is my favorite. So, ladies and gentlemen, today for our second question to you guys, we want to know what you have to say. What is the best anime film or series? We'll take TV series of all time. I love a lot of different ones. Chef Duy-An, do you like anime? You're an anime person?
I'm not a nerd.
You're not. I know that to be not true. I know that you are a nerd. But you don't do the anime?
No, I do anime. I like classic Akira,
Yeah,
Dragon
sure.
Ball, Bible Black was also something I really enjoyed, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, okay. How about you? You ever met? No.
One week I'm going to write a question that I actually have a really profound and good answer to because otherwise I'm just like, don't know that, don't know this, kind of stupid.
My favorite is a movie called Perfect Blue, actually. It's a really interesting little anime about a woman who is an actress and a pop singer who is being stalked by being chased by a stalker, but maybe also going crazy. And the way it switches in between realities throughout the whole thing it's an absolutely incredible story. Perfect Blue.
Perfect Blue.
I would recommend. Let's see what everybody else has to say. Yeah. Let's come over. With the first time we do a 3-person chat count. Look, it's 3 of us. Wow.
Someone take a picture.
Misty Portugal says she's up there with Studio Ghibli and Akira are both amazing. I agree wholeheartedly.
I'm assuming Gab is gone because Gabby should have things to say
if
about
anybody
this.
would have had anything to say, it would have been Gabby.
You could have been famous, Gab.
Well, that's good. We have lots of other people. Somebody else said we were so awesome. SMC said so awesome.
Well, you so awesome.
You so awesome. Fantastic. This is going very well. Well, that's not very much happening over here.
No, not so much.
Well, let's
shoot back this way. Ooh, we all have to coordinate that.
I know that was very odd. Wow,
Having one
3
more-
people here.
Is that mine?
You take some of that. That was the first one. That was the one we're sharing.
Get us ready to assemble the final dish.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
I am so excited. This smells so incredible.
It smells.
Smells.
Smell.
You're smell.
I'm smell.
All right. So
I'm going to leave you your space, but I will be back to eat this. I'm going to just hang out over here.
Move some stuff around.
Oh.
I'm going to just quickly get over here and just. Oh, I thought I had. Oh, yeah, I do have one in here. Boom. Where did that go? All right.
All right. Dan, would you mind giving me something to grab the fork?
Oh, that's what she said.
There.
That's what she said. Hold on.
Pork grabber?
That's
rice.
right. That was-
I mean rice. I have my pork grabber.
Oh, you have your pork grabber.
That was my
I have
nickname in
red
high school.
Pork grabber. There we go.
Oh,
All right, so
Oh,
let's bring this in. We're gonna go bring Fly Cam in to see the pork.
that is
Going.
obscene. Oh,
Elle, would you mind?
Look
giving
at
me
that.
not at all.
There we go.
A lot
So
of
as you can
steam, and
see,
I'm sorry about that, everybody. We're gonna try and get the steam out of the lens, but
Yeah.
wow,
it's
look
a
at
steamy
that.
dish. So we
It
let
is
it
a steamy dish.
cook for about what? 30, 35 minutes?
We're about 30 minutes
We're
right
at
now.
30 minutes.
34 minutes, actually. I put it
34
on for
minutes.
40.
Oh, did you put it for 40?
Yep.
Usually I like to let it sit for at least an hour, but the advantage of 30, 35 minutes is we have a lot of sauce, so that
Yeah.
would be good for the rice. Also, we cooked some rice, so now we're gonna fill the plate.
We will share Chef Duy-An's recipe. We haven't actually put up any of the recipes this week. I'm going to put those recipes
I put up your cocktail recipe.
Oh, did you put the cocktail?
You put my Jello recipe every week, right?
We have never put your Jello recipe
we'll-
up. That is
we'll-
unfair.
Every week you tell me you do it.
Every week I have lied. No, this we're putting up right here. This is the right over here. This is the sushi stackers ingredients. We will put up
Yes.
this recipe
Please.
because it looks amazing. It
It
smells
divine,
so good,
heavenly.
absolutely so delicious.
Says the Jewish girl on set. This pork
This
smells
is the
like
best
heaven.
pork.
Debbie's not watching.
Oh, I don't know if Debbie's, but Debbie was the original pork eater, so it's fine.
We're gonna come in. We're gonna show you guys what this is all looking like right now.
Oh la la.
Put the eggs in. Put a bit of more sauce.
Do you want a deeper spoon or your?
Fine for TV.
Deepak spoon?
Maybe a fork. Oh,
Oh, fork I have. I got lots of forks over here. There's a fork for you.
there we go. So we have a dish right here. As I mentioned, this is a very traditional Vietnamese thing. We eat it breakfast, dinner, supper, anytime. It's very good, tasty.
It is very good and tasty. I'm gonna
Chef
come in.
Duy-An, what do you?
Come in.
I'm gonna come
in
over there in 1 second. I'm just gonna let the two gents get into it before I
gonna be
dive
hot.
face first into that. I think it's very weird for North Americans, the concept of eating rice for breakfast. But I think when I went to Asia, it made perfect sense to me. Like rice isn't. We do other breakfast carb.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And to me, rice has always been like a lunch thing or a dinner thing. And it was only when we first went to Asia that I was like, you can eat this all day. This is awesome.
Well, it's not just rice, it's also meat. And you got to eat a lot of meat for breakfast. And it's also something that it's like a side of bacon and like ham sometimes. But like you would eat steak for breakfast. You would have
But do you do it with eggs? Like steak
I
and
eat
eggs?
steak for breakfast.
yeah, you can have eggs in there. But you also have like the soup like people eat at restaurant in Montreal, the pho. People eat that for breakfast, dinner, anytime.
Yes.
Sliding, please.
Can I have a fork?
So it's really different. It's just, but it's for us. It's just.
No, I know, and I find it amazing because rice is so plentiful and whatever. It makes me laugh that we don't do more. That for us, it's like lunch or dinner. It's not a.
I'm stealing a little. While you're talking, I'm having pork.
For us, it's like it's the potato, right? So
Yeah.
you can well, here you have potatoes, breakfast, dinner, supper. This is a potato.
All right, I'm stealing your fork because
It's
Go ahead,
good.
again.
Oh,
There's more than where that come from.
it's hot.
all of that today. The shrimp, the lightness of the shrimp, then you have this beautiful richness and the sweetness of the caramel sauce.
Yes, we will absolutely share Chef Duy-An's recipe.
Yeah, we're saying that.
Yeah.
And the eggs. Also, eggs in there.
Yeah, I know the egg is one of my favorite parts of this as well. I know Elle's not a big hard-boiled fan, are you? I think this is.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
The complexity of it's so simple, but it's so complex at the same time.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense, like it's. Sorry, I'm talking from Dan's shoulder. Gosh darn, that's good, Chef Duy-An.
It's good. And it's
excellent.
Better
pretty
than
simple. The only hard part is when you do the sugar. But once you master that part, super easy.
It'll be the master blaster of caramel pork disaster, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Chef Duy-An's caramel pork.
God, it's so good.
So good. We're gonna sit here. We're all gonna sit here. We're gonna eat this more.
But we have something else to talk
We
to them
have
about.
something. We have. Many people were waiting tomorrow for the launch of our new show, and we noticed that our show fell on Juneteenth, and we thought that's not a good thing. So we didn't want to launch our show on Juneteenth. We wanted to make sure that Juneteenth was reserved for more important discussions.
Also, if you don't know what Juneteenth is, there is an internet with a Google, and
Yeah.
you should read, because I'm starting to realize as a white person, there's a lot of shit I don't know, like a lot, and I thought I was pretty educated. So tomorrow
you can
night,
also tell them what it is.
it's technically the end of slavery
It was
in
a
the
celebration of
US.
the yeah.
But and some states celebrate it and some states don't. But there's a lot of really amazing art going up to tonight and tomorrow night. We're going to link to some of it on our Facebook page. But yeah, we figured we could just shut it for this week and reopen our mouths next week.
Yes.
So next week
We're doing this.
It's happening
That's
next
right.
Friday.
Next Friday, Stir Crazy After Dark. It's
Yep.
going to be our burlesque show where we take some of the amazing live performances of some of the most amazing burlesque performers from around the world. And we show some of the performances they've been doing over the past few years. Incredible performers.
It's
It's time for the
It's time for the meat.
Who's on the show?
Well, let's talk a little bit about the show. Ladies and gentlemen, After Dark starts next week. The date is June 26th, 9 p.m. Yes, 9 p.m. On YouTube. Exclusively on YouTube. So if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, now's a great time to go do that.
It won't cost you nothing, and it won't hurt.
It won't hurt at all. Subscribe. You'll find out about the show. It's going to be an absolutely incredible. Hi. If you want to know, this show is going to be hosted live by us. It's going to feature some cocktails. It's going to feature, but mostly it's going to feature burlesque, including
Sexy peeps.
amazing performers like Bo Toxic,
Who joined us earlier
who's
tonight
on the
from
chat,
LA.
all the way from Los Angeles. Audrey Ivory, the beautiful Audrey Ivory.
Never heard of him.
The amazing, brilliant Baron von Stick.
The Madness on 3 legs.
Yes, I love him. He's so wonderfully weird. From all the way in Belgium, Misbehave.
So hold on, we're spanning like 5 time zones already.
Yes.
Yeah? Amazing.
Yes.
Oh.
The gorgeous from Quebec City, Foxy Alexia Brown.
Soon to be from Montreal again.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And finally,
Loulou, La Duchesse derrière. If you don't know these artists, you need to know these artists, but a great way to know these artists is to join us next Friday.
next Friday for the
You'll see a lot of them.
the inaugural Stir Crazy After Dark.
Sex and cooking-ish.
Yeah, sex and cooking, pretty
Ish,
much.
sex and cooking.
What
With
are
cocktails.
you? But check it out. It's going to be an incredible show. It's going to be an hour long. Very simple.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
We're
In
also
and out
gonna-
like bad sex.
We're never going to lose a little of this, so you will learn a cocktail that night as well.
Yes.
Amazing.
We might eat a thing.
You might eat a thing,
We might not eat a thing.
but we're going
You might
to
eat a thing.
drink. So that is the way. That is Stir Crazy After Dark.
Premiering next Friday.
Premiering next Friday, June 26th, exclusively on YouTube.
Amazing.
So it's been a good show.
It's been a great show. This has been so much fun.
Yeah, so thank you for coming in and actually doing this
This
week.
is not my kitchen, right?
It's
This is
not. No,
this is
it's
a very,
not.
you
not
made
a
a
kitchen.
you made a left turn at Albuquerque, my friend.
But your eggs really well cooked.
Thank you.
That's what
And
she
your
said.
hair is very clean.
That is your
That's
your hair
my
is.
coronavirus look.
I like it.
It's the headband is what I really like.
Yeah.
I think I had one of those in like 1990.
Well.
I don't know if you were born then.
I was.
It was a great show. We had the pork.
Pork is exceptional.
Pork is so good.
We will post the recipe tomorrow, or maybe even tonight. I have to see if I can still type when I'm finished my sake. But worst case, it'll be up tomorrow.
Yeah.
What else is? We put up some links last week. Where you could donate funds for all of the madness that is the world right now.
Yes.
They are still up in our credit scroll. So if you're feeling generous or thinking that you want to put your money where your mouth is and make a difference in the world right now,
And please do.
and please do. And I think there's a misconception with charity or donations that if you're not giving a large sum that you shouldn't be giving, and that's not true.
Anything matters.
Literally every single dollar does help. So yeah. Well, the links will be up there. We're going to change them up every once in a while because there's a lot of people in our society in need. A lot. And I think more and more every day we're aware of just how much. So
We want to dedicate part of this show to always making sure.
And if you guys are like at a loss for links and stuff, I've been doing a lot of reading because, that's what you do. So feel free to reach out, get in touch. We love to hear from you. We'll be sending out aprons this week. Sorry, I just grabbed my mic. That's not really good for sound.
Yeah, and again, if you want an apron, any tip over $25
Gets you an apron.
On our PayPal account, we'll get you an apron.
If you're in the greater Montreal area, any tip over $50, I will hand deliver your apron to you.
Any tip over $100, we'll deliver it with a hand. Don't ask where we got it.
And that could have gone all sorts of directions that I don't know that the algorithm wants us to go.
It's all right. I'm suggesting.
What services
I
did you
have a
yourself
box of hands. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm trying
Did
to
you buy
get
them
rid
on
of
Wish?
I got them on Wish, along with the little tiny Matt Damon heads. Yes. No. So anything over $25, we will give you. We'll send you an apron. Anything over $50, we'll actually personally deliver it if you're in Montreal. And also, if you want to purchase anything on our Amazon wish list, that is also there. Anything, and those same values will apply there as well.
And if you don't want to use Amazon, I support that.
That's fair.
I'm down.
You should have a wish list. That's
a wish list?
Wish list.
Wish list?
Wish list.
Oh,
I've had so much sake.
yeah,
now.
there's been a lot of sake. We're gonna have to go do a lot of carb. I think I'm gonna carb.
Oh, we got a little follow.
I'm gonna carb load.
Twitch.
We got a Twitch follow.
Got a Twitch follower. Thank you very much.
Merci. Bienvenido.
Yes. Next week, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back with our
Too Darn Hot episode.
Too Darn Hot. We're gonna have some hot food.
Hot food.
We're gonna have some hot drinks.
Cold drinks.
Cold drinks for a hot day.
For a hot day.
It's a little bit of spicy. It's gonna be a little bit of
spicy.
Yeah, a little bit. You'll be back.
I might just wear my apron next week.
You might just. That's hot.
Might just wear my apron.
I might just wear her apron as well. How we'll both get into it, I'll never know.
I'm just the Asian token here. I don't know this.
You are not.
Oh my God, quelle horreur! I have to leave the camera.
You can't. No, you come back.
Okay, there's pork.
We're literally at the end of the show. You can't literally.
There's pork. You're not a token.
You sounded like you ran away from the pork. There's pork. There's pork.
No, I ran towards.
I know you did.
I'm the worst Jew ever. You want me to run?
Just put pork out.
Pork and bacon out.
Also, the week after that, after next is our Canada Day episode.
It is Canada Day.
We did our first Crazy Canucks episode.
We have to figure out what that means to us, I think.
What Canada? I'm sorry. I don't want to impose my feelings
on yourself.
I think that's the most Canadian thing I could ever say.
I
don't want to impose my feelings about what I think about Canada. Canada.
It's a Canadian
That's where
Day.
I'm from. Is Canada.
That's what they used to ask me when I lived in England, actually.
If
Are you from Canada? Yes.
Yep. Wow, that was weird.
It was weird. Made me feel real welcome. Moving day.
Yes.
So actually, we could do Canada Day and moving.
I find Canada Day very moving.
Moving day food. Pizza.
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 Oh, pizza and.
Oh yeah.
We could do that and beer. I don't know if we're gonna make our own beer, but we can make more beer cocktails.
We make beer cocktails very easily. There's all kinds of things. I have a few other little ideas in the.
Oh, you've got ideas in your can?
I've got some cocktails in my can. Wait a minute. That's a weird thing to have to say about something. We were so worried about running over. And going long.
But we were toit like a twigger.
We were so tight. And at one point we were behind, but we caught up so much.
That now we're early.
We're sitting out here. So
hold on. We've talked about all sorts of societal goodness. I just want to point to the fact that tonight I am wearing my Pride pants.
Oh, in honor of Pride?
In honor of, well, first of all, I bought them in
Pride Month?
I got them in Thailand, so they're my Asian Pride pants, so I kind of made it all make sense. It's the Asian Sensations. I bought my pants, plus it's Pride Month.
Wow, you just combined it all in one thing.
I'm the master blaster.
I don't even know what to do with all of that. I just wore regular pants. I feel very inadequate.
Inadequate?
Inadequate. That was
we
a weird thing.
We have clearly had way too much sake.
There's a lot of sake. Sake is one of the things. I like sake.
It's a creeper.
It is. To me, you like wine. You're a big wine person.
I want to wine.
No, you like wine. You're a big fan of wine. I love sake. To me, for what it's just the easiest thing to drink for me. And it's one of those things where suddenly you realize,
I've had a lot of sake.
Oh, this has done this to me now.
Yes.
I'm also tempted to do an episode where we just get drunk, and see if we can make food.
How would y'all feel about a drunk episode? My mother would be mortified, but I don't think she's watching tonight, so that's okay. Plus, I'm a grown lady.
Yes. So,
but if you want a drunk episode, but you have to promise to get just as drunk with us.
Yeah.
So,
we'll do something like that. Let's get some stuff in mind. You get drunk too?
Yeah, sure. Jello shot.
Jello shots.
The shots episode. I like it.
Now that you've done this, by the way, this is the baseline. We expect this is where it starts from now on.
always deliver on what I promise.
Drunk episode. It's like 7 a.m. for you in Australia.
In all fairness, she's probably as drunk though. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the divine,
And all of the humans.
and everybody else, and I'm so sorry. I just hit my microphone. No, I didn't. I'm the divine entity.
I'm Chef Duy-An.
We're not equal till we're all equal. I am El Diablo.
You forgot to say your name.
No, I didn't. I had a message that was more important than my.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, take care of each other.
Please be kind.
We love you.
I'm hungry.
We'll see you next week.
Wear a mask.